Foundations of Amateur Radio. For years I've been hosting a weekly net called F-Troop. It's a 1-hour opportunity for new and returning amateurs to get together and share their questions and sometimes answers about anything and everything amateur radio, with side trips into astronomy, electronics, circuit boards, testing gear and whatever else takes our fancy on the day. The net runs for an hour every Saturday morning starting at midnight UTC, which for some is a time when they're fast asleep, though, truth be told, several of our regulars are night owls. In VK6 where I am, midnight UTC is a more reasonable 8 a.m, unless we have another referendum when we can decide if we want daylight saving or not. So far we've had 4 of those. Yes, really. In 1975, 1984, 1992 and 2009. And each time daylight saving, or summertime, was rejected. All I'm saying is that the chances are good that midnight UTC is going to be 8 a.m. in VK6 for a while yet. Anyway, that time of the morning affords me the luxury of getting out of bed at a sensible hour, having a shower, making a cup of coffee with my significant other, or SO, and ambling into my shack to get ready. It's a comfortable process, something I've done for over 12 years, with very little in the way of variation, with the exception of the 500th and 600th episodes, which I hosted outdoors at a local radio club, complete with barbecue and many visitors. That and the Friday night technical net with Reg VK6BQQ, but that's a story for another day. Last week, a good friend, Glyn, Victor Kilo 6 Papa Alpha Whiskey, asked me if I wanted to go out and have some fun, and having been pretty much cooped up for several years now, of course I said yes. We're going to the viewing platform at the Perth International Airport. That's airport code Yankee Papa Papa Hotel, where I'll host the net, in whatever way we figure out at the time. It's not an event, we haven't told anyone about it, and telling you now won't ruin the surprise for anyone, since this weekly rambling hits the airwaves after F-Trip concludes. I knew there was a reason. Anyway, at this point you have every right to ask me, Onno, why should I care? Indulge me, and let me see if I can explain. Most, if not all, of my amateur radio activities are planned. From time to time I might get in my car and drive to a nearby park and get on HF, but, truth be told, I haven't done that for several years. I have regularly told you about contests I've done, often whilst operating portable, often with friends, but sometimes alone. I have activated all manner of things, climbed summits, played in parks, gone to lighthouses and other such places. Every single time those activities were planned, often to within an inch of their life. What should I bring? Where am I going to set up? What gear do I need? What spares are required? What logging tool is needed? Will I need food and water? A typical 7P activity. Proper planning and preparation prevents piss-poor performance. This time, the plan consists of, do you want to go to the airport? And, sure. Mind you, that's in the context of Glyn normally having several radios in his car and me not having a clue what to expect. The other day I actually had my first ever look at the location in Google Street View, only to discover that there's a shelter there. So hopefully we won't fry in the forecast 38 degrees Celsius. That's 100 degrees in Ray Bradbury's temperature scale, if you're wondering. Now, on the whole, this is a pretty low-risk activity. Nobody's going to die if I don't manage to get the net going, though I do have Echolink on my phone, which reminds me, I should probably check if that still works. I'll put a pencil and a notepad in my pocket for logging, and I'll bring a bottle or 6 of water and probably some coffee. Sorry, I can't help myself. In other words, it's entirely possible to get on air and make noise without having to go to the nth degree of planning and still have fun. As it happens, fun is something that's been in short supply of late, so that's also a welcome change. As an aside, in a completely unrelated and random observation, I recently installed a new font on my computer called Hack. It's monospaced sans serif, intended for source code and licensed under the MIT license. I'm using it right now, and I'm in love. So, secretly, between you and me, that's what goes for fun around here. Oh, in case you're wondering, no, I did not get paid to say that. The authors have no idea I exist unless they're unexpectedly radio amateurs. I'm just a happy user. Also, if you're wondering about Echolink, no need to fret. I just tested it and it just works straight out of the box. Gotta love that. Now, here's a question for you. When was the last time you spontaneously got on air to make noise? I'm on it. Victor Kilo 6, Foxtrot Lima, Alpha Bravo.